aujourd'hui, c'est le Team Challenge. C'est la première étape de la tournée 2013 qui conduira ensuite les joueurs à Rennes et puis à Lausanne en Suisse. Donc là, vous allez assister à un match en équipe, en Becker System. Le Becker System, c'est très simple. 2 équipes, 5 joueurs, 3 matchs. Les vainqueurs sont ceux qui auront obtenu le meilleur total. Les joueurs de chaque équipe vont jouer à tour de rôle et réaliser une frame donc à tour de rôle. Les 2 équipes en présence, Red Team, Black Team, il est temps maintenant d'appeler les joueurs.
Well, to summarise pretty much what Eric Fauvel is saying, welcome to the Eurosport Team Cup, the Bowling Promotion Cup for 2013. It's time to welcome the 2 teams to the stage lined up for this year's competition. They're going to play as the black and red teams to get this year's Bowling Promotion Cup underway. Jonathan Lefebvre, 29 years of age, from France, appeared last year. He's been playing as part of the French national team alongside Bruno Bedone, the man that gets this whole show on the road every year. So Victor Krasavkin, 44 years of age now, started bowling very late in life, did Victor, but he's had such an influence on the game in Russia, setting up the Russian Federation in recent years.
Membre de l'équipe des Pays-Bas, il a participé à 3 Coupes du Monde et à 1 Championnat du Monde, le Hollandais Phil Hust.
Phil Hulst of the Netherlands, just 23 years of age, but easily the best record of any player here in the Bowling Promotion Cup. Winner of the doubles back in 2012, singles winner back in 2010.
Il est membre de l'équipe nationale russe. Il a fini 2e de l'Open de Moscou en 2011. Il a aussi participé à 2 Coupes du Monde ainsi qu'à 2 Championnats du Monde. Le Russe Sergei Andreev.
Second of the Russian players in the red team, the man with those blinkered glasses. They seem to work for him, Sergei Andreev.
Lui réside à Lausanne. Il participe régulièrement au circuit européen. Il a été champion de Suisse junior. Il a 4-300 à son actif. Vous vous souvenez, 300, c'est le meilleur score. Il en a 4 à son actif, le Suisse Xavier Coffey.
And a big build-up for the last man, Xavier Coffey of Switzerland, called in at the last minute to make up the team, but former Swiss junior champion. Very welcome addition to the red side. Now then, to the black team.
Capitaine qui réside à Écublens, près de Lausanne. C'est sa première participation à la QubicaAMF Bowling Promotion Cup. Il est membre de l'équipe nationale suisse. Il a fini 3e de l'Open d'Istanbul en 2007. Il a participé à 2 Coupes du Monde et au dernier championnat du monde à Las Vegas. Le Suisse Mathieu Bergès.
So Mathieu Bergès, 27 years of age, new face for us here on Eurosport, just like his compatriot Xavier Coffey. But the first man up onto the stage for the black team. Next man, though, very much a big name in the world of ten-pin bowling and European ten-pin bowling in particular. Peter Knop, 53 years of age now, former PBA Tour bowler, and has had some pretty successful times of it in the last 2 or 3 seasons on the PBA 50 Tour. Maxime Ledelin, 30 years of age, another of the French bowlers involved in this year's Bowling Promotion Cup. Next up, though, the man that it's all about, really. This is the man that drives this whole event on year in, year out. And he's not a bad bowler in addition to that. French international, former World Cup player, Bruno Bedone.
Vainqueur en 2011 de la QubicaAMF Bowling Promotion Cup en équipe. Vainqueur du challenge départemental en 2010 et 2011, le français Tony Renier.
Very much a French feel to this black team. Tony Renier played doubles last year with England's Matt Miller. So appearing in his 2nd Bowling Promotion Cup. So there we go, that's your 2 teams. And MC just finishing up the final part of this official presentation. Alongside me, as always, I'm delighted to say Cass Edwards. And this year, Bruno has gone for a slightly different feel, introducing to the start of the Promotion Cup, Cass, this Eurosport Team Challenge.
Yes, Simon, it's an interesting concept. It's a 5-man team. They're going to play Baker team. So each team will play on one lane. They'll swap after 5 frames.
So similar to the PBA League that we saw, but they're going to add a further game. So it's over 3 games, but it's still total pinfall.
Yeah, absolutely, Simon. Yeah, total pinfall, 3 games. It doesn't matter whether you win or lose, but as long as you've got the total pinfall, the highest score at the end of the 3 games, you're going to pick up the €1,000 prize and the title of Bowling Promotion Cup Team Champions.
Well, for those of you that saw the finish to that fantastic PBA first ever league season final, they bowled that one over 2 games. And there was an opportunity to recover, so even though you don't get that many visits to the lane, if your first visit or first 2 visits not that successful, you can still contribute. It's going to be Phil Holtz then. Genuine international quality Phil. We talked with him a couple of years ago in France at one of the tournaments that we went to. And he said there how pleased he was to see tournaments like this developing all the time, and Bruno has done a fantastic job. And we say it each year, Cass, but not always about the quality of the bowling. It's the fact that this tournament exists. That's what's important for the sport.
Very much so, Simon. Yeah, it's the coverage that it gets year in, year out. I think this is the 4th year that Bruno has arranged the Bowling Promotion Cup with some big name sponsors, as you can see. QubicaAMF, very much the major sponsor in this event. And yeah, it's not all full professionals all the time, as we see on the PBA Tour. It's just some of your average good league bowlers showing how it should be done.
So Phil takes out his spare, asked to pick up the lead leg. Be interesting to see then how they're going to line up Team Red to see who goes off to close the deal. Peter Knop for the black team is going to have a major influence, that's for sure, but it's not he that starts things off, it's Tony Renier. And the 29-year-old, I'm afraid, not with his best opening shot.
Yeah, Tony is I think, looking along the line, the only left-hander in the 10 players. So he's going to be exclusively out on the left-hand side. They're playing on 40 feet of oil, but that's the only information I've got about the lane condition. It goes down 40 feet, tapers away. So they're going to have 20 feet of dry back end for that ball to hook up. And unfortunately, Tony left himself a washout to start with and can't clear out that 7-pin in the corner. So the black team have opened with an open frame.
On go the glasses, the blinkers for Sergei Andreev. We've seen this before from various bowlers over the years in terms of the sunglasses, but we've never seen these blinkered glasses. Oh, that's nice. Found the pocket with some confidence there, did the Russian. And our first strike of this team championship.
Yeah, the glasses go on. He bowls the ball, gets a strike, and the glasses come off. Perhaps he wanted to be a jockey. Former profession.
The blinkers. Now then, Bruno Bidone set up the Professional Bowling Association France after watching PBA videos and admiring the work of some of the superstars over in the USA. And that whole French Federation has gone on to promote the sport across France, because it was not a big sport in this country. But Bruno has helped take it on another stage, and you'll notice in the background many school children given the afternoon off to come down and watch this team championship. Ikofi then with his first Bowling Promotion Cup delivery, and he's gone a little through the head pin there, but he'll take the strike.
Yeah, the Reds will be very happy with that. That's a double in frames 2 and 3. Great start.
So red team with the marginal advantage at the moment. As Maxime Levelant just cuts up in that back end, and he too gets what you have to say is a fortunate strike.
Well, he's turning around, pointing to the back of his shirt as if to say, my name's on the back, but it's actually only the Eurosport logo on his back. But he'll take that as a strike.
Yeah, it's good to see the channel involved, as it has been on so many occasions over several decades now, with developing a sport. Krasavkin knows a little bit about that himself, having set up the Russian Federation a few years ago. Only started bowling in 2000, the 44-year-old. So he really is a relative newcomer, but has brought his business skills to the party in terms of organising the Russian Federation. Actually appeared in the AMF World Cup himself back in 2010.
Yes, it's a very conventional style, shall we say, but as you rightly point out, he's a business administrator for the Bowling Federation and enjoys the game and obviously likes taking part.
Peter Knott then for Germany. Best finish in the USBC Senior Masters a couple of seasons ago. Got a third, but was actually competitive on the PBA Tour back in 92-94. And the man from Bremen, who now owns his own pro bowl shop, celebrates that one good and proper. Still looking sprightly, isn't he, out there, Cass? Good to see him in action.
Yeah, he was quite well known on the PBA Tour in the States and around the European Tour.
Jonathan Lefebvre then. 29-year-old Frenchman who appeared for the first time in the Promotion Cup last year. Fairly central on those arrows, but knew the route to the pocket, knew what he was trying to do. And that's a very tidy looking shot from the Frenchman.
Yeah, captain's shot that was. Captain of the red team. In opposition, captain of the black team in the 5th place bowler.
Mathieu Bergès then. Oh no, and the 27-year-old there looked to me, Cass, as if he's gone over the line.
Well spotted, Simon, yeah. First shot and he's fouled. So he kind of sees the funny side of it. So that won't help. That's going to be a 0 score in his first shot, so he'll have a full rack of 10 pins. And he will be bowling for a spare. So we've got to get a strike, in theory, to make a spare here. But yes,
a little flush of colour to his face there. I'm afraid the black team captain's got a red face.
Yeah, probably got a sticky shoe as well, and kind of went base over apex, as they say in the game. Well
said, Cass. Very carefully said. Shame, though, because his first shot was good looking, and that wasn't too bad either. Quite a lot of power there from Bergès, the Swiss bowler. That's where they head, actually, incidentally, after this tournament, all the way up to Lausanne to bowl in Switzerland. So the Bowling Promotion Cup this year putting in some serious mileage or kilometerage.
Yeah, unfortunately, an open frame there for Mathieu, and that's the second open frame in 5 for the black team. So they're going to fall a little bit behind, and we're already at the halfway stage, and up steps Phil Hulst for his second frame.
Yeah, we like that. That's much more like it from Phil, who's put a little bit of muscle on over the last season or two. Feels that that will help his bowling.
Yeah, certainly has. Well spotted. Goes one better in his second frame. Shoots a strike. Left-hander. Oh dear. Leaves himself a big split there. That's the 6 pin and the 7 pin. That's a tricky spare, to say the least.
He had a tough time of it on this oil pattern last year, didn't he, Cass? Renier couldn't quite find his line.
Well, yeah, quite a few of the players had a bit of a problem last year, but I think Bruno Bedoni's tried to sort that problem out with the lane conditioning situation. And although he has a good try at it, it is another open frame. In fact, it's the 3rd one for the black